bad about not doing these videos on a regular basis. I don't know why. I think being here in Puerto Rico, I sweat so much, as you can see from the heat and humidity, that as soon as I get done running, I automatically go in and take a cold shower, and by the time I'm done with that and get a little food, and my thoughts in my head have vanished. So but I wanted to do a video today because talking about my training a little bit and my runs, and I'll get into the 5K I did today. But I'm getting ready to train, or I'm starting the baseline training for a half marathon in San Juan, Puerto Rico on March 12th. But the last month and a half or so I've been working on shorter runs, tempo runs, getting in that speed, you know, kind of trying to get my 5K pace down really good and push myself to a higher pace for shorter distances. For my theory, as I increase the mileage, I'll run slower obviously than my 5K pace, but that pace will be a lot faster than it used to be because I've been running so quick for short bursts. So my goal is to be around a 650 to 655 range for my half marathon, and I'm pretty confident I'll be able to achieve that as long as I keep up on my training, have no injury setbacks, taper properly, make sure I'm fueled and hydrated leading up to the race. I think I can check that box and have a pretty good race, and do well there, even though it's heat and humidity in Puerto Rico. But they're starting the race I think like 6 a.m. so it won't be as hot, which is a big plus, but it'll still be warm. It'll still be mid-70s and high humidity, so gotta prepare for that. And that's why I'm running here. Obviously I live here, so might as well embrace it and get my body adapted to it. And my body seems to really enjoy the heat. Like I'm running faster than ever before, and I think my longest run I've done so far here in Puerto Rico, I believe it's 5 miles, and I did that last week. Because I'm slowly adding in the mileage, because as I increase mileage I still want to keep that pace pretty high, leading up to like obviously 10 plus miles. I won't be able to run like a 6:20 pace right now for 10 miles, but I believe when I ran the 5 miles it was like a 6:45 pace, so that's pretty good. About, let's see, December, January, February, a little over 3 months out from the race, so that gives me plenty of time to keep increasing my mileage and volume while keeping that speed where I wanted to hit for my goals. So I'm excited for that. I'm feeling good. I think this heat is helping my joints and my injury history. I haven't had the ankle and foot and hip and knee problems that I've been dealing with back home. I think back home it was so cold, my joints and bones just ached, and it took a while for me to get going, to where here I do my warm-up, I'm fresh, it's hot outside, like I'm already ready to go. So I think that definitely helps me out for sure. But so today I signed up for just a local 5K race, and I got an email last night that they canceled the race due to lack of entries. So I don't know how many that is, if they had a goal, but they had a thing in the contract that they could cancel the race within 24 hours, and they did. So I was kind of bummed out for that, because I was really looking forward to racing again and seeing where my training was, and being surrounded by people, because you always push yourself a little bit harder when you're racing, you know, getting out of your comfort zone. But I told myself I'm still going to wake up and do a 5K, and you know, even though I wanted to get up and run the 5K, I really wanted to set my PR of breaking 20 minutes at the race. My PR is 20 minutes and 1 second. I ate some Kit Kat bars last night. I didn't drink as much water as I should have. I slept in this morning. I didn't wait long enough for my body to wake up to get going. I had like a scoop of protein peanut butter and some water, like just not prepared at all. And my warm-up went through it. My warm-up pace was slower than normal, and I was like, whatever, this isn't the real race, blah blah blah. And I get going, and half mile into it I swallow some bug. I'm like choking on that. My feet are hurting, and it's hot outside, and I'm just like, screw this, you know, like whatever. And ended up running the first mile I think in 6:23, and I think for my PR breaking, I wanted to run the first mile in 6:30, so I beat it by 7 seconds for the first mile on my goal. And I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna see how I can do this, you know. And I got to mile 2, and I think I did it in 12:40 or 12:39. I'm like, holy shit, like something special's happening if I can keep this going. And I'm like, if I can get to 19 miles or 19 minutes by the 3 mile mark, I'm pretty confident I'll be under 20 minutes. So I was running, and 2.5 mile thing went off on my headphones. I'm like, okay. And I'm waiting for that 3 mile, It felt like it was taking forever. I'm like, oh no, like I'm not gonna make it, you know. And it goes 3 miles, and it's all time 18:27. I'm like, holy shit, I'm flying. So I just sprinted that last, like, what, 10th of a mile or whatever, and ended up running the 5K today. Not feeling good, underhydrated, not enough fuel in my body, tired, just excuses galore. I ran the 5K in 19:08. 19:08. I broke my PR by 52 seconds. I definitely went under 20 minutes. My goal in 2017 was to run a sub 20-minute 5K. I've already done that, still 2016, so I guess I have to change it to run a sub 19-minute 5K, which is just ridiculous. But I didn't really start training seriously until 2 years ago in January 2015, and even then, after I trained for a little bit, I had an injury setback, and then I didn't run again like consistently for like 6 or 7 months. So I mean, maybe a little over a year of solid training, and I went from a 27-minute 5K to, in less than 2 years, with not even that much training, to a 19:08 5K. Like, what's that, 8 minutes? 8-minute difference in 2 years. So I mean, I can't do that again in another 2 years. I'm not gonna be running an 11-minute 5K, because that's gonna break the world record. And I know that's a big chunk right there, but I mean, that gives me hope. I'm gonna be 30 next year, and distance runners still are elite up until their early to mid 40s even. So I got a good solid 15 years, but for me, I don't have the wear and tear on my body of years of running like all these athletes. So me at 30, or gonna be 30, I think is the equivalent of being like a teenager, you know? Like, I got a good like 15 years to ramp up, and I have a feeling if I can keep staying consistent and pushing myself and really locking into my nutrition and really focus on recovery and get some proper training and learning how to run more efficiently and whatnot, I think I could be pretty competitive for the next 10 to 15 years and increase my time. So that gives me some new ideas for some goals here, and it shows you that if you put your mind to something and you show up and you're willing to work hard and go out of your comfort zone, like, anything's possible. And like I said, I'm gonna be 30 years old next year, but I'm in the best shape of my life, and nothing's holding me back, and you can do anything you want. So get out there and attack your life, and don't ever let anyone try to tell you differently, and the choice is yours. So get out there and do great things, and thanks for watching my journey. I'm gonna try to do more of these post-run thoughts video and more YouTube videos again, talking about mental strength and positive mindset and all that. But appreciate everyone watching this. If you could share this on your social media with your friends and family and followers, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, talk to you later.